Shelley Winter Show. Our bumpers obviously will be celebrating 420 all evening long. Shelley Winter Show live, local, topical, and relevant. So over last week, we heard the story of the former lieutenant governor of Virginia, I think. Yeah, Virginia. Was it Virginia? Yeah, Virginia. Ralph Northam. Yeah. Taking the life of his wife and in front of his children, and himself in front of his children. And that was disgusting. It was heinous. It was sad. It was a cowardly move. We all know that. That's the obvious take on that. But then this past weekend in Louisiana, or late last week in Louisiana, a former Army National Guardsman killed children. He shot young children, shot his girlfriend and his wife, baby mama. They got married, so his wife. It's not his baby mama anymore, it's his wife. Shot her in the face. She's fighting for her life now in a hospital. May God bless her. And I'm not even sure if a woman knows that her children are dead. Think about that. She's fighting for her life, and we don't even know if she knows her children are all gone. 8 children, 7 children and a cousin. They had 7 kids together, and he killed them all. Police said he shot them while they were in bed sleeping. And I see a lot of talk about mental health issues and black men, and we need to get help. And yes, everyone needs to see a therapist at some point in their life. But this is not, I hate to say this. I don't that I hate to say it. It's just that I feel kind of stupid to have to say this, but this is not a black male issue. It's a human issue. But when you shoot 8 children, in the head while they're sleeping, that's not mental health anymore. That's straight up evil. Your mind, your heart, your spirit has been taken over by a darkness that there's nothing a therapist or therapy or family intervention can do about that. When you shoot 8 children while they're sleeping in a bed in the head, you've crossed the Rubicon into straight evil. Straight evil. And to put that on men and not protecting women and all the madness that I'm seeing on social media, it's just really insulting to a lot of us. A lot of us who spent pretty much our adult lives doing what we could to protect people. We may have lied and cheated. We've never put a hand on you. We always walked on the outside. We always covered you. If something were to happen, if something were to jump off, the men in your life, I can tell you, every woman listening to me right now can tell you every single man reached for her and pulled her down. He didn't push her to the side or run off and cover himself. He grabbed her first, every single one of us. And to now have this talking point going on out there, we must have a conversation about protecting women, black women. Huh? We've been doing that. And I'm not here to do battle of the sexes at all. I'm just saying we've been doing that as best we can. As best we can. You read the Steve Harvey book? Then you all want to be men. You want to be treated equal. You want the equal opportunities. You don't like when we walk on the outside. You don't like when we hold the door open. And more importantly than all of that, when we talk about our God-given position as head of household, you fight that. So if you're going to fight us on being head of household, if you're going to fight us on you wanting to be equal, then how is it that we're supposed to learn to protect you? Because if we're equal, we're protecting each other. But you're the man. Okay, well then let me be the man. I'm head of household. That means if I say duck, duck, duck. If I say run, run. Don't turn around and say, who you telling what to do? If you can't be controlled, and I don't mean control for the sake of control, but if you can't accept being in that lesser position to be told what to do in emergency situations, then don't expect to be protected. Because in order for someone to protect you, you must be willing to take orders in emergency situations. And if you're constantly fighting for who's in charge of the household, then you're not ready to take instructions in emergency situations. I will readily give my life for my woman. But if I say duck and she standing there yelling at me, telling me who you telling what to do, then what's the point? What's the point? This man, I'm not defending this man. I just went off on a tangent and I apologize. This man was evil. I think I got that out of the way. He shot 8 children in bed while sleeping. He was evil. There's no amount of domestic violence, mental health checks that we have to do on people like this. There are people out there who are going through stuff that we should check on. Absolutely. There are people who are going through stuff that they should probably see a therapist. And there's nothing wrong with seeing a therapist and talking to somebody. But please, ladies, particularly my sisters out there, my African-American sisters out there, please don't turn this story or the story from last week into some global attack on black men not protecting our sisters. Because God knows there's millions of men in this country right now trying their best to protect every woman in their life. You may not hear about it, and if you're single, you probably don't know what's going on. And that wasn't an attack. That was just a simple observation. God rest the souls of these 8 babies, these 8 angels. And may this man find himself in the hottest, deepest part of hell. Shelley Winter Show. We'll be right back.